This is Learning English Pro. My name is GER, and I'm just popping on today just to cover a few things relating to the channel and just to see how you are. I hope you're having a lovely Monday and you're enjoying the day. Here it's nice and sunny, it's a little bit overcast, and I have had a nice busy day. I was working earlier for my company, doing some filming and content creation for a few different channels that I look after. And then I had a little bit of lunch. I came home, had some lunch, and talked to a friend. And now I'm here with you. And I've got two big announcements today. So my first announcement, drum roll please, is that, let me just clear off this on the screen. Okay, hello, sorry about that. Sorry, brief introduction. Hello, say hello if you're watching. Obviously you're watching, so you can say hello. Let me know where you're from in the world. If you're just joining, hi mob, how are you? Thanks for saying hi. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. Hello. I should have really sat closer to the camera. Time to explore with Sujan. Hi, sir. Hello. How are you? Thank you for saying hello. I have the camera. I'm trying to different setups with the camera and stuff, and so it might be a little bit wobbly. I've got like two tables in front of me. So today we are, make sure to say hello if you're just joining. Thank you for the hearts and let me know where you're watching from. And today we're just going to cover a few bits and pieces about the channel. But if you have any questions about me, about Ireland, where I'm from in Dublin, about English conversation, if you have any questions that you've always wondered something about English, let me know. Just drop it in the chat and say hi, and I'll get to it, okay? But we have a few things to discuss. Number one, oh, you're very welcome, Sujan. I'm so delighted that you like my classes. So, and if anyone else, if you're first time joining Learning English Pro, make sure to join, to subscribe and join the channel. I'm at 179,000 subscribers, so I'm looking to get a few more thousand just to get up to the 180. So not too much more to go. So yeah, we're here today to talk a little bit about my upcoming lesson, which is premiering tomorrow at 3:15 GMT. That is in the afternoon tomorrow. So, and that is Irish time, English time, British time. So 3:15, and the video is 10 things you should never say to a patient. So let me see, I have a comment. You're truly inspiring person. I always watch your videos and I really enjoy them and learn a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Mab. That's so kind of you to say. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's great to hear from you guys. That's why I'm doing these lives a bit more now, just to get in touch with you guys and really connect and talk. So if you have any questions about English or any of the topics that we cover on Learning English Pro, we cover professional English, medical English, business English, and I'm always open to suggestions. So if you have a topic that you really like me to cover, just drop it in the chat or drop it a comment on any video. I'm a bit of a YouTube nerd. I check my YouTube app all the time because I love talking to you guys, and I always answer every comment, unless it's not a nice one, and they get blocked. So yeah, we're here today, and if you're just joining, I'm in Dublin in Ireland, and say hello in the chat. I love hearing from you guys. So yeah, the video that's coming tomorrow, my brand new video, is 10 things you should never say to a patient. So a really good one. Oh, great to see that you're from Iraq. I have had a few people coming on chat and saying hello from Iraq. So hello to everybody. I hope you and your family are very well, and everyone's having a nice day, a nice Monday in Iraq. So very good. That's one country. So let me see. I have another comment. Hi, I'm living in the US and will be a healthcare worker here. How can I benefit from medical English videos? Well, that's a great question. And the one I have tomorrow is really good actually, because it's all about what not to say to patients. So, and like really simple things that you mightn't think might cause any problems, but it's all about how we can use professional medical English to maintain a good respect with our patients and to really know what to say. On the channel, we don't really do grammar, because most of you probably know grammar better than I do. We don't learn grammar growing up in school. It's not really something that's in our heads. So Learning English Pro is all about, I know you know the grammar, and this is, I'm going to teach you what to say, how to say it, and to really understand the nuance of how you say it. Simple things in English can carry additional meaning, and especially in a medical context, we always want to show professionalism, show kindness, and sometimes if you say something like, I don't know, you know, that might be the truth, but saying something like, I don't know, and this is something that's covered tomorrow in the new lesson that's premiering tomorrow at 3:15 GMT time. So check the list, check your times if you want to join me live for that. But like saying I don't know to a patient can make the patient lose trust in you. Now you're just telling the truth, and in English, you don't know what that carries on. Thank you for all the hearts. So it's important, if you watch my videos, you'll learn what to say and what not to say. And that's really something that I'm, tackling right now. I've done a lot of videos about 100 phrases for nurses, 100 phrases, and covering lots of different topics. Thank you, Ebru. Thank you. Thank you so much for your follow. It's great to have you on board. But medical English, especially with patients, it's important to be clear, be kind, be professional, and always have a solution, or always be able to forward on. So one of the scenarios that we cover in the video tomorrow is saying I don't know. If a patient asks you a question and you don't know the answer, or it's not part of your field of knowledge, you don't say I don't know. Okay, because then they start to lose trust in you. And when you're working in healthcare, especially if English isn't your first language, you have big bridges to jump already. People in their own countries like to deal with their own people, especially in hospitals. And you coming in, sometimes you're going to face a little bit of prejudice, sometimes you're going to face a little bit of mistrust, or people are going to think, oh, he can't speak the language very well, maybe he doesn't know what he's doing, or something like that. So you have barriers to jump over, unlike other people who are working in the hospital. So having that professional English and being able to talk to someone really clearly, really nicely, and really kindly, and knowing the nuances of the language are super important. So yeah, medical English, it's really important to those who are learning English and planning to work in healthcare. And in Ireland, we have a lot of healthcare workers who come from the Philippines and a lot of Asian countries. And I have to say the Filipino people have fantastic English. So if you're Filipino and you're watching, big thanks up to you, big thumbs up to you. And the care, Filipinos nurses are famous in Ireland for their loving care and attention and their kindness. So, and that really comes from them having great English and being really able to, talk to people in a very kind way, professional way. And that's what this channel is all about. So yeah, the guide. So every lesson that I do on YouTube comes with a guide, a PDF guide that you can download. You can watch it with the video. It has all the content and excuse me, and it has additional content that you can use if you're really interested in this topic. Okay, so the guide for the lesson tomorrow, it has all 10 phrases. The lesson itself is structured in a way that you get the 10 phrases of what not to say, 10 things you should never say to a patient. And then I will give you the alternatives, the alternative things that you can say to a patient instead. So instead of saying, I don't know, I will tell you, and you'll find out tomorrow, all about what to say instead. That will give patient confidence in you, and help you progress in your career as well. I mean, say, oh, you're taking notes. Well, watch tomorrow the lesson. It's only about 10 minutes. Like, a lot of my lessons are usually much longer. So this one tomorrow is 12 minutes. So it's really good, and you can watch it in bite-sized little chunks. A good idea is to watch it, and every day just take one phrase. Keep coming back to the video, take it chunk by chunk by chunk, and that's a really good way to digest the video. And make sure to put things into practice straight away. When you see, my suggestions tomorrow, and you're in work, and these are great phrases just even for business English, not just for medical English. I have Ebru with another last question. Is there any difference between American and Irish medical English? So Irish English is very close to British English, but I find generally that professional English is pretty similar, between American and British English. There's the same kind of formalities and politeness. And really, that's what business English and medical English comes down to. It's not about being serious. That's what I think a lot of people mistake about, medical and professional English. They think it's just, it's really about being kind and communicating and using the right terms and the right phrases, not using slang, using the right words with the right patient at the right time. So, and that's what we do. That's what I do here on the channel. I break things down into different contexts. So if you go back on my videos, you'll see 100 phrases for nurses, say for palliative care. I've done a video for phrases for a dying patient. If a patient is at the end of their life, and there's lots of, in those 100 phrases, there's lots of different contexts, talking to the family, talking to the patient at the end of their life, which if you don't know the language, what do you say? You don't want to sound robotic in these moments and say the wrong thing that might sound very cold and very harsh. So especially with medical English, there's always a lot of kindness that we really have to put into what we're saying, a lot of consideration. And because it's very easy to try and bite back or say something that you don't mean or it comes across wrong. So watching your language in this, but really it comes down to clarity and kindness and always looking for, and this is the same with business English, is always putting a positive on everything. Thank you for the hearts, whoever is putting the hearts, thank you. And if you're just joining, this is Learning English Pro. I'm just going to have a drink of water because my mouth's a bit dry, so one moment please. This is just lemon. This is my drink of choice. Wets the whistle, as they say. So yeah, video coming tomorrow, 3:15. 10 things you should never say to a patient, okay? And things that you might never think might cause offense or cause mistrust or cause upset, but they do, okay? These are very simple things that you would say to your friends, but things that you just can't say to a patient. So make sure to tune in tomorrow for that video. And the guide for that, the extensive PDF guide, it's 12 pages and it covers all the 10 phrases with additional language tips. There's a glossary of kindness that I wrote yesterday. It was lots of fun writing it. A glossary of kindness, phrases and idioms that are just really nice to use in language and really nice to use with medical English and to patients, and nice just terms of phrase that really help you speak more like a native speaker. So that guide is available and it has a matching exercise as well. Thank you for the hearts, it's lovely to see. The guide has an exercise as well, which is a nice little matching exercise. So it'll just test your memory and help reinforce everything you learned. And you can use the guide with the video. It's really handy, and you can come back, you can download the guide and keep it. And there's two ways to get the guides. You can be a student member on the channel. The link to join is in the description and probably under this down here somewhere. Join the channel. It's $4.99. That's in euro. Every month you get every guide I've ever published. That's about 80 guides now. Huge library, endless reading, endless English reading, endless English learning. And I also have 300 members only videos. So I've been running this channel for 7 years and I have tons and tons of English vocabulary that you've never even thought of or thought you might want to learn. But if you are a sponge for English like I am, I just love vocabulary. Vocabulary is really my main love in English. My favorite word, well, I'll see if you want to know what my favorite word is in English. It's very strange, but if you want to know my favorite word, let me know in the comments. And let me know if you're just joining. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. I have a huge global audience from all over the world, so please let me know. I'd love to hear. So far, we have Iraqi and we have an American. well, maybe not in America, you're living in the US. Yeah, let me know where you're calling from. If you've any questions about English, I'll be here for the next few minutes. And I have another big announcement coming up as well. But the first announcement, that's my video coming tomorrow. The guide is available. If you're a student member, you can download the guide right now and you get early access to the video. The video is available to watch right now. Okay? So premiere tomorrow at 3:15, and I will be live here tomorrow for about an hour before the premiere, just to run through the lesson and give some highlights from it, and just to do a little bit of class before. I probably might run through a little bit of the glossary that's in the guide, just to kind of showcase some of that. So yeah, and the student members will get early access to the video right now, and the guide is available on the membership tab. So my next big announcement, are you ready for that? My next big announcement is this Friday, I'm taking you all with me to London. We're going to London, people. You're going to come with me, and I'm taking Learning English Pro traveling all across from Dublin to London, and I'm going to be staying in South London, and I'm going to be showing you my whole trip, taking you with me. We're going to be covering some airport English. You're going to be with me in the airport, and then we're going to do some travel around London, and I'm going to show you anytime I'm at something really nice, I'm just going to pop on for a few minutes and say hi and show you what I'm at, highlight if I see any interesting vocabulary, anything at all. And just as an Irish person, I mean, a lot of people think that Ireland is part of the UK, but we're actually a separate country. The UK has a territory on our island, but Ireland and the UK are a different culture. There is obviously some crossover. We speak the same kind of language. We speak British English, but there are some kind of big cultural differences. So if I can highlight some of them for you, so you would love to know my favorite word, and you're Turkish living in the US. Ebru, I will reveal my favorite word in a minute. It's not, I don't know if it's very interesting, but I just love saying it. I think it sounds amazing. But let me just finish up what I'm saying here about London. So we're going to do a live in the airport. I'm going to do a live on Saturday morning. I'm going to have some time on Saturday morning, and I'm going to be talking about the trip. I'm going over to visit my friend, Philip, and I'm going to visit my uncle. So I'm going to arrive on Friday in London in the evening. I'm going to pop over and see my uncle. He's an older gentleman, and he's in a nursing home, and he lives right beside the airport. So I'm going to get a taxi up to him, and then I'm going to spend about an hour with him, and then I'm going to get the tube underground to my friend in London City. So that's really exciting. I really need a holiday and a break. But I'm taking you with me on my holiday and my break, because I want to share it all with you. So we're going to have some airport English, some London English, some travel English, and lots of fun and lots of good locations as well. And I do love my food, so I'll be showing you what I'm eating. There'll be posts and shorts and reels, and there'll also be student members only content as well. So if you want some behind the scenes and additional look into my trip into London, make sure to join the student membership. I'd love to have you along, and you'll gain access to all the additional learning materials that come with the channel. So yeah, all good. So so we have lots of lives, and now it's time for my favorite word. So it's a bit of a strange one, and I'm sure it's not English. It probably has like a French origin or a Germanic origin. But my favorite word, Ebru, thank you for asking or for saying that you want to hear it, is haberdashery. Haberdashery. Do you know what the word haberdashery means? Maybe we'll have a clue. We'll have a little quiz. There's only three of us here. So let's see. Do you know what the word haberdashery means? Any idea? I'll give you a clue. So it's a store. It's a store or shop that you go to, and that's the clue. Any idea? So haberdashery, means it's basically a shop that you go to for sewing supplies, sewing thread, sewing needles. Maybe they would have some knitting wool and stuff like that. And I just think haberdashery is such a kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the word that fits the location. Haberdashery. I think definitely it's probably has a German origin. It sounds quite German, haberdashery. But yeah, I when I heard that word, I was like, what a cool word for such a kind of basic thing. So haberdashery. There's also a few other ones. I do like. I'm a real science nerd, so I like another word is albedo. And albedo is a nice one too. It's very kind of sciencey and techy, but the albedo of something is the how the sun or the light reflects off it. So snow would have, or a mirror would have the highest albedo, the highest ability to reflect something. The moon it has an albedo where it reflects the sun to us. It actually has a low albedo, but the snow would have very high albedo, or a mirror would be the highest albedo possible. So albedo is the reflexivity of a surface. So yeah, I don't know. Am I a super nerd? Haberdashery and albedo. So yeah. So guys, that's really it for today. I just thought I'd pop on just to give a little bit of highlight and a bit of preview for tomorrow, for the video tomorrow. So video at 3 o'clock, and then let me see. I've heard albedo in a quiz recently. The first one is something like alliteration. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, haberdashery. You would probably have some alterations there. They would have a service probably alongside the store. But yeah, albedo. It's a kind of a sciencey one, but it is the reflexivity of a surface. So yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I'm going to pop off now. I'll be back on tomorrow about 2:15, half two, if you want to join me for a preview of the video that's premiering tomorrow. Make sure to drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Check out the student membership. It's really good value and it gives you loads of additional content. Stay tuned for later in this week when I'm going to London and I'm taking you with me. Airport English, travel English, sights of London. I'm going to be posting reels and content and posts and images. So you're going to get lots of London this weekend. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me today. And thanks, Urbu, for asking me all the questions. Everyone who got in touch and reached out today. It's been great to talk to you. So have a great Monday and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. I'm going to have to close off.